Good morning, y'all. I was doing the morning reading and it hit me today about Pilate's wife. I'm going to read like a little smidget of what it says, not the whole thing. While Pilate was sitting on the judge's seat, his wife sent him a message: don't have anything to do with that innocent man, for I suffered a great deal today in a dream because of him. And then he asked everybody, after he read it, he's like, what should I do? Who should I take? And they're like, crucify Jesus, crucify him. They would not listen. Closed-minded. Reminds me of a certain crowd of people in today's world, but I ain't mentioning no names. Y'all can figure that out. And so Pilate was like, you know what? Go ahead. I'm washing my hands. I'm free from this. Like, this is on you. And they're like, yeah, it is. And our children. Are you kidding me? Like, you put on your children today? Sounds like another group of people we know today. He was like, I'm free. I'm innocent. Go do what you want. He probably would have never washed his hands and said, I'm innocent of this, if his wife wouldn't have said that. She is the Esther of the Jesus story. She went to her husband and was like, just don't do it, honey. Don't. And he listened. He trusted her. If he wouldn't have listened and if she wouldn't have spoke up, that man would probably be in eternal hell. But because she spoke up and he listened and trusted his wife, he's probably up there in heaven today because he washed his hands and was like, I have nothing to do with this. Like, this is on you. Like, I'm saying no. Like, I don't want to do this. So he walked away from the situation, which many of us just don't have the boldness to walk away. He walked away. He listened to his wife's discernment and her dream that she had. And he saved himself also. He couldn't save Jesus, but he saved himself. Then Pilate's wife stood there. She stood there beside Jesus when everyone else that was following him, that saw the miracles he did, they saw what he had done in so many people's lives. He raised the dead. He saved so many. He even had them pull a bunch of fish up when they couldn't catch anything. They saw the signs, miracles, and wonders. They saw all that he fed the 5,000 in the 12 baskets. The basket they each got that was left over. They still ran up in the hill and hid. They still denied him in front of the people until the rooster crowed. But she stood there in faith. Faith. She had boldness and faith that those walked with him didn't, and she was a stranger. What are you going to do when Jesus comes? Are you going to have faith? Or are you going to hide? Are you going to have faith when somebody tells you, I'm going to throw you in jail because you're speaking the word? Are you going to be like Pilate's wife and say, go ahead. Like, I'm innocent. Like, this man is the man of God. Or are you going to be like the 12 followers and say, not me. I'm going to go up here and hide. I've been with them all these days, but I'm going to go hide. I know who he is. I hung out with him. I had a personal relationship, but I'll let the stranger stand there. I'll let the stranger in her faith and boldness say, he's innocent. What are you going to do? Who are you going to follow? You going to follow Jesus or are you going to hide? It's a good question. The time's coming. It's close. It's near. What are you going to do? Are you going to be the Esther? Are you going to stand there and say, I was born for such a time as this? Or are you going to stay up on the hill? Are you going to wait for the rooster to crow before you say, yeah, I followed that man. I knew him. Or are you just going to say, he's innocent and I'm following him. I love him. I'm taking him into my heart. I'm believing in him. What are you going to do? There's many of you that won't even stand up for your salvation now and say, yes, I believe in my heart and confess in my mouth. But this lady who didn't know him was willing to do that. And so many of you were raised in the church and you can't simply stand up and say, yes, I take Jesus in my heart. Yes, I confess with my mouth. Yes, I believe in him. Yes, Jesus, do a work in me. I want a relationship for you. I want to stand up and tell all my friends about you. So many of you can't do that and you know who he is. But this lady who didn't even know him, this lady who her husband might not even listen, she had to take boldness. She had to walk in faith. Where's yours? Where's your faith? Are you going to stand up for him? Or are you going to continue to hide on the hill? Think about it.